cool. Jonatan Hallberg,
Yeah.
Sacred. Welcome to RockEyez, man.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
It's a real
Uh,
pleasure.
Basically, your band started Amnesia in 2010,
Yeah.
and uh, you put out one EP in 2016, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Can you tell
Yeah.
me a little bit about that EP?
Yeah, we like we recorded three songs, and it was Tyrannical Warfare, Gateway to the Gods, and Fire to Ice. And we had those back in that day, and they were a little bit different then. So
Uh,
we rewrote them for this album and made it better. Uh, but it was really fun. There is we recorded it at the guys in Crystal Eyes. You know that band?
right. Yes.
Yeah. We recorded in their studio. Uh, so that was really fun, a really fun process. It was one of the first time we went into the studio to record,
Right.
and it was really good. Then it was me on guitar, Christoffer and Pontus, who is on guitars and drums now. And then it was Oliver on vocals, a friend,
Right.
and Dennis on the bass.
Cool. Cool. In 2013, I guess you're just a part of the touring band for Air Raid.
Oh yeah, I was. That was like a stand-in thing I did.
Right.
That was a really fun. It was the first time I went out to play some shows outside Sweden,
Right.
and it was a really fun time. A great
Cool.
tour.
Cool. Cool. Now that Amnesia EP, is that still available?
Yeah, it is. We have it in the rehearsal room, but we have like I don't remember how many copies we have left, but there is about 100, I think,
Cool.
like on a CD.
Right. Yeah. So where can people get that?
We haven't really given that a thought, but to be honest, that was such a long time ago. But maybe we will put that out for sale in the future. We'll have to talk that through with the guys first.
Cool. Cool. No problem. No problem. Tell me a little
Yeah.
bit about Crystallized 2017.
Okay. Yeah, it's uh, I met the guys there when we recorded the EP,
Right.
and we also before that, I think about a year before that, we had another singer called Jens,
Uh-huh.
and we recorded the Flying Dutchman. That is the last song on the album,
Right.
which we also have rewrote a bit to improve it. But there I met the guys. I met Claes and Mikael
Right.
because they helped us with the recording of both the Flying Dutchman and the Tyrannical Warfare EP. And then I went to Man of War in Trollhättan some years ago. I don't remember which year, but and I met Mikael there, and we started to bang our heads together, for Man of War, and we really. And then quite soon after that, he got in touch with me saying that they needed another guitar player, and if I were interested, because it felt like a good connection, and it has been since I joined the band. Well, is it 16 or 17 I joined? And 18, I think I joined.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me, how come you changed the name from Amnesia to Sacred?
Uh, First, it was because we had talk with a booking agency, and we had some struggles with that.
Right.
And they say that they couldn't help us because there was a few other acts called Amnesia.
Right.
So then we started to think about like rename ourselves.
Right.
And then when Oliver and Martin, who were the singer and bass player before Robin and Gustav,
Right.
when they quit and Robin and Gustav joined, we really felt like let's do a fresh start, let's do like something new. And since So we were really thinking about getting a new name and trying to do, find something good to, a good fresh start. So then we went for Sacred, and here we are.
Cool, cool. Tell me a little bit about the single that came out, Wasting Away, in 2021.
Oh yeah, we we had like wrote a song together, and we felt like this is the first song we wrote as this group, the five of us. So we felt like we needed some material to show the people, so we went in to record the Wasting Away, and we took help from William Andersson, who is a childhood friend of Pontus and Christoffer and myself.
Uh-huh.
And so we went to a studio he worked at in Gårda in Göteborg, in Gothenburg, sorry. And we went in there and started to record, and it felt really good. It was a really fun time.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, actually, Fire to Ice comes out today, right?
Yeah, it has. It came out now during midnight when some hours ago. So we're really happy and excited.
Cool.
And we already got to quite a lot of people saying like, great album, and we're really happy about it. It's
Cool.
so amazing that it's finally out.
Cool.
It has
Cool.
been a work in process, but
Wow.
now it's finally out.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem. Now you signed to a U.S. label, Stormspell Records. How'd that all come about?
It's Robin who knows Jordan at Stormspell because I think it was the first EP aired released, and I think the first album. I don't remember, but I know the first EP they released through Stormspell, if I remember correctly, and so they had some contact. So we felt like we needed a label to try to release it. We felt like it was the best way for us to go, and then he got in contact with Jordan, who was really happy about it, and then things just went from there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, if you're one of the first people that get the CD, the pressing, the first 500 copies got an exclusive bonus track. So can you tell me anything about that?
Oh yeah, we have been, we've been playing like live Queen of the Reich with Queensryche a few times, and that song really fits Gustav's voice really well. So we felt like it would be nice with some sort of a bonus or like something extra. So we felt like, let's record that one. We have played this song for a lot of times now, and we do it well. And it's a great song from a great band. So that is amazing.
Cool. So who does most of the writing in the band?
I do most, but that is like the instrumental parts. I don't do any lyrics or those parts. But it's usually that I usually jam for myself with the guitar, and I come up with some riffs, and when I really get inspired by a riff, I start to try to work, and I do like a base of a song.
Right.
And then we sit together in the rehearsal room, and we work out like what is good, what is not, and how can we adapt it to us. And then we make the song together in that sense.
Cool. Tell me a little bit, what is it about Sweden? All the best bands are coming out of Sweden. I mean, since 2005, when I first heard Crash Diet, they were my favorite band, and like it keeps on going. Anytime I see like I get a press release that says Sweden, I gotta listen.
Okay.
Because it's always good. People are telling me it all comes from school because you had to learn an instrument or something in school, and as it followed up, a lot of people became artists.
Yeah, I would say it's quite a lot to do with that. It's a
Right.
lot of things. I think that music, our culture is quite strong in music generally. We have
Right.
it's very popular here to be like in a choir and sing, and we have a lot of music in general is a very strong thing in Sweden.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And you have in school like that you play in just a regular school. You have about I don't
Right.
remember how it is now, but when I was in school, I had about an hour a week.
Right.
Uh, we had a music class that we were teaching music, and it could be uh, from the teacher giving all the students one guitar, and we try to play or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
And then we also have something called Kulturskolan.
Right.
That is, you can go if you are interested in music
Right.
and in whichever instrument you want to learn.
Right.
You have this where you can go and you get one teacher with just you,
Uh-huh.
and you can learn that instrument.
Cool.
And you pay a small fee
Right.
every month or like every term. Uh, so that is how I learned to play guitar.
Cool. Cool.
So,
Cool.
yep.
But even lyrically, um, it I really haven't heard anything bad coming out of Sweden. It
Okay.
like lyrically,
Yeah.
you got great harmonies, background
Yeah.
vocals, you know how to hit the hooks. Everything's, phenomenal that's coming out of Sweden. And in my mind, I think it's fantastic. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's
I'm happy to hear that.
let's go down some of the tracks that are on the album and tell me a little bit about each song, okay? We'll
Yeah.
go into the light first.
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about that?
Yeah. I can tell you, like, we started that song back in the Amnesia day as well.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and I had like the main guitar melody that, comes after the intro.
Right.
And I had that. So I really got inspired by that and started to write. And I think me, Pontus, and Christoffer, it usually goes that I have an idea or base,
Right.
and then I go in and we three write it together, like finish the like the song, and then so we did this time as well, and we really felt like this is like a good punchy heavy metal song that needs a big chorus,
Right.
and Pontus was in and still is, but in those time he wrote all the lyrics and all the vocals,
Hmm.
like the melody for the vocals and the lyrics. So, and he really felt like that, and he came up with a really good chorus. So we went from there, I think. So it
Cool, cool.
was many
Oh,
years ago now, so it's hard to remember exactly how it
wow.
went.
Okay.
But
Wow. Tell me about track two, Getaway to the Gods.
yeah, Gateway to the Gods. It's similar, like how we started to write it, and but we had the old version of the song that is on the Tyrannical EP, like had a completely different verse, and it had a bridge as well that we took away now because we felt we liked the main riff that was in the song,
Right.
and we liked the chorus. Uh, but we felt for this album, we felt like we really need to do something about the verse and the bridge. So we rewrote the whole thing there and felt for something completely different.
Cool. Cool.
And it went out this way. And so Gustav wrote a new lyrics and the melody for the verse.
Uh-huh.
And it felt like we really nailed it.
Cool. Cool. How do
That's
you
good.
come up with names like Gateway to the Gods? You know, does it come in your sleep or, I don't know.
No, I think you have to ask Pontus in this time. I think he came up with it, or I did. I can come up with some like the title of the song, like
Right.
But usually, if I do it, if it comes from me, it's like I feel the riff, what kind of emotion the riff and the song has,
Right.
and try to find something that sounds really cool. And I
Oh,
think Gateway to the Gods is a really cool title. So like, yeah, let's work with that.
cool, cool, cool.
So
Great, great. Track three, Wasting Away. Tell me a little bit about that.
yeah, that song with me and Pontus, we had like a period between Robin and Gustav
Right.
joining, and when Oliver and Martin had left the band, so we had a period when it was just me, Pontus, and Christoffer, and we had like this idea that was like the main riff, and we like finished the song mostly, and but Pontus only did the chorus for that song with the vocals,
Right.
and then when Robin and Gustav joined the band, we finished the details, and Gustav wrote the lyrics and the melody for the verse of that song. So that is how that came about.
Cool, cool. How about On the Verge of Becoming a Shadow?
That is also like mostly I had this. I was playing like I had some acoustic idea.
Right.
That is the intro now. Like I sat with the acoustic guitar. I don't do that too often, but I should do it more often, I think. Uh, but I had this idea with the chord structure that I just played around with, and it felt really good. So I presented that to the band, and we felt like, let's do something about this. And so we had that, and they felt to do something that comes after that, to do it like in heaven and hell style,
Right.
That is
Hmm.
like, I think you can hear it quite clearly, on the
Oh, yeah.
rhythm, like this,
Uh-huh.
very inspired by heaven and hell, and so we started to do that, and it really feels like that one is a little bit extra special for me, I would say.
Oh,
It really feels really good playing that song. Every time you play it live, it's I love to play that song. I love to play all of them, but this one is something extra.
cool, cool. How about Caught in a Snowstorm?
That one actually is from the whole idea started with Gustav. He had the vocal melody and the lyrics. He had it since some years before he joined the band, and he
Right.
didn't know what to do with it. And he presented it to us in the band,
Right.
and we felt like a really strong chorus and really good vocals. So
Right.
I took it home and I started to try to figure out some guitar parts, and that was really interesting because we began this song in a different way. So that was really interesting.
Right.
Starting the songwriting to come from start from a different place.
Right.
So that was fun.
Cool, cool. How about track six, Tyrannical Warfare?
That is, but back
Oh,
in those days, it's that is a really fun song to play as well. It's a lot, got a good punch in that one.
cool, cool.
Uh, but that song actually started with the main riff. It was from our former bass player, Dennis Fors.
Right.
He had like that main riff, and we started to write that song together with Pontus, and Pontus came up with the lyrics
Right.
and the vocal melody. So it was the us three of us writing this song together, and then now for this release we did a little bit of a change as well
Right.
for this song to make it more catchy, and so
Cool, cool. How about Knights of Madness?
that one it was quite similar story, I would say. Like most of the songs comes from there, and I I started to play around, like with one string like riff,
Right.
like with a open with a you play a melody and you have some open notes in between.
Right.
I started to play around with that, and so I had that riff, and we felt like let's put a harmony on it and see how it sounds.
Right.
And it turned out really well. Then we tried to, in that time, we really tried to experiment with tempo changes or so as well.
Right.
So we had like the verse and the intro and the verse, and then it was like, what are we gonna do for the refrain? We really were struggling with that, if I remember correctly. And then we tried to do something, come to something completely different. So the tempo changes, I think, is about 30 BPMs. So the tempo changes from the verse to the chorus, and then it goes back. And so that was fun experimenting with.
Cool.
Yeah.
Track number 8, Fire to Ice, the title track. Why'd you pick that song, and tell me a little bit about it?
We like the song when we started to write it, it was Christoffer and Pontus. They wrote it together, this one. So I'm not a songwriter in this one.
Right.
But I think they did a really good job.
Good.
And why this song as the title for the album is we were like trying to figure out what we were gonna have for which title we were gonna have and which concept of album cover we were gonna go for.
Right.
So Robin was trying to figure out something. We struggled a little bit, but he came up with this. At that time, we didn't have the lion, but he had like this landscape idea that was, the fire and the river comes together.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a really cool album cover idea he had. And so we went with that. And then we were trying to figure out it would be cool to have some sort of symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And then we choose the two-tailed lion because it's the symbol of Gothenburg, and we're from Gothenburg, so it's would be fun to have something, to show where we comes from. And it's really cool with the two-tailed lion as well.
Cool. Tell me about track number 9, The Flying Dutchman.
Oh yeah, that is also from the Amnesia days. And that is also a song that Dennis Foch was helping out writing. He came up with like the main riff, and then me and him figured out the music together with Pontus, and Pontus wrote the lyrics for that one with the vocal melody as well. So and it's about the old mythology about the Flying Dutchman. So that's fun, and also like it's a really cool title. So we went to work with that, and I tried to figure out it would be cool with some intros. So that's why we have the waves and so in the beginning and the thunder.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
And then it's in the outro with the acoustic guitars. We felt like it would be cool, like it has a real storm for the whole song, and then it's the calm after the storm, or what so to say. So we have some wave sounds, and with acoustic guitar, it felt like a really good ending for the album.
Cool. Now the last track, Queens of the Reich. Have you ever saw Queensryche live?
Yeah, I saw them a few times. I've only seen them once with Geoff Tate, but I've seen them with Todd La Torre, I think 2 or 3 times, I think. And both Geoff Tate and Todd is incredible singers. It's a really incredible band, I think.
Cool. How often do you have any tour dates coming up?
As of now, we don't have any like arranged gigs. We have maybe one in Gothenburg, but it's nothing set in stone yet. So, but we're out now searching for trying to get some shows around Sweden, and we really want to come out in Europe and play a little bit. But we're working hard on that front, so we come out and play a little bit. It will be amazing.
Cool. You're working on new material already?
Yeah, a little bit. We always work. We try to keep that constant a little bit. I have some ideas, like, and Pontus have some ideas as well, and so we're trying to start with that, and just to keep that going. So we have new songs ready when it's time to record.
Right. Yeah.
But most of the focus, of course, now is on the release and try to come out and play. But we always keep that, we never stop doing that. Like we have that a little bit going on all the time.
Cool, cool. Where can people pick up the new album that just was released today?
Yeah, I think if you live outside the European Union, you should be able to buy directly from Stormspell at the website. And if you live inside the European Union, you can buy it from us. We haven't got the album yet, but they're shipped, so they're gonna come very soon.
Cool, cool.
And then they are available on all streaming platforms and so.
Cool, cool. You guys have any merchandise available for fans to pick up?
There is, if you go in on our link tree, there is one place called Merch Print. We open up a store there, so you can find some merchandise there. But we try to get up some good Fire to Ice merchandise as well.
Right.
And when we're out playing, we always bring some merchandise with us, t-shirts, patches, and things.
Cool, cool. What was the last concert? What was the last concert you went to?
Went to look at the concert or playing?
Yeah, to watch it.
To watch. Oh, that was a good question. It was I don't know if it was Sweden Rock the last one, or if no. I think it has been quite a few concerts for me 2024. I'm gonna make that better in 25. But I went to Seville to see AC/DC to Sevilla in Spain, and then I went to Sweden Rock Festival in 2024. So,
cool. Is that like
so that was amazing?
Is that like the biggest show in Sweden Rock Festival?
Oh yeah, it's the biggest festival, and it's a really really good party there. It's the best festival. So so I'll try to go there this year as well.
Cool.
But that is a really big event in Sweden. But then sometimes they have some concerts. I think they're gonna have Maiden is gonna come to Stockholm.
Right.
Now I don't remember the date, but I think it's around spring.
Right.
And then we have a really big arena here in Gothenburg called Ullevi. But I don't think they haven't gone out with any concert yet, if I'm correct. But hopefully there come some good arena shows. Otherwise, I'm gonna see Saxon now. They're gonna come in the 13th of February. So I'm gonna go and see Saxon. Always good. They are always amazing live. And then it's gonna be Udo as well. Udo is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. And Queensryche is coming as well now in I think it's February as well.
Right, yeah.
So it's a good start of the year, I think.
Yeah. The only show I got coming up is the Gene Simmons band.
Cool. Yeah, I saw that last year at Liseberg in Gothenburg. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm going to go see them, and then that's it for now. That's the only thing I got booked, basically. So, what would a dream come true for you guys?
For us?
Yeah.
Right now, it would be to come out and maybe be an opening act for a few shows to a bigger band, or to come out. Mostly right now, it would be to come out and play some shows in Europe. That would be a really big dream coming true. That I think is definitely possible.
Wow.
But then you always want to. The dreams is always to go over to Japan and play and come to the States, and you want to do that, but maybe not for this release, but maybe next. Who knows?
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Jonatan, it was great talking to you, and congratulations. The album comes out today, Stormspell. Make sure you pick it up, or go at least listen to them first, and then pick it up. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it like I did. So congratulations once again. Would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Only thank you so much for your support and all the great everyone have given us so much compliments for it so far. I mean, they haven't been released for so long, but so far we only heard really good things, and we're really happy about that. And I really hope to see you guys on this year on tour or something. No?
Cool. Thanks a lot, Jonatan. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great evening.
You too.